Welcome back after the break. You're watching DD India News. Let's continue getting you more updates. Canadian voters are all set to cast their ballot today after months of uncertainty influenced by US President Donald Trump's unpredictable global tariff policies. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney called for the April 28th election in March, shortly after replacing former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Voters will choose their local representative to the House of Commons, but the ballot will not include a direct vote for Prime Minister. Mark Carney and Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre campaigned across the country on Sunday, the final day of a 5-week campaign, making their pitches to the voters. Carney met with supporters after making a case a day earlier in Ontario that he is best placed to steer Canada through a crisis triggered by Trump's tariffs. Poilievre has promised to reduce spending on foreign aid and acts a federal sales tax on Canadian-made autos as long as US tariffs are in place. DD India's Akshay Dongre joins us with more. Akshay, good morning. We've told our viewers about the poll process that will be held in Canada. But for the benefit of our viewers, help us understand these elections. What do they mean for Canada? Because Mark Carney had assumed the leadership of the country after Justin Trudeau. What do these elections mean for Canada?
Well, it means a lot, Preeti, as far as the fate of the country is concerned. This is the day when the country decides that who will be leading Canada, one of the wealthiest countries, a very close ally, in fact, perhaps the closest ally of the United States of America, is going for polls. And unlike other countries, unlike several countries where a democratic process is quite long in Canada, it is only one day of voting where House of Commons candidates are around 343 candidates are voted for, and whosoever wins the majority has the Prime Minister. It's as simple as that. And that perhaps is the reason why today's day is in fact very important, and the build-up was so strong by both the conservative and the liberal side. So in the last election in 2021, we saw an overwhelming majority for the Liberal Party with Justin Trudeau at the helm of the party. But now a lot has changed. You have Donald Trump in the White House back again. You have Donald Trump that is quite aggressive with his tariffs and with his policies, even towards his closest allies such as Canada. There has been, quite a lot of tensions between Canada, especially ever since the leadership of the United States has been calling for Canada to become another province or another state of the US. That led to quite a lot of tension between the two countries, especially under Justin Trudeau. But now the two candidates that we are seeing are quite remarkable. When you look at the Liberal Party candidate, he has steered Canada through a very difficult phase economically. He has been the head of the Bank of UK as well, after being the head of the Bank of Canada. Since the 17th century, he was the first non-UK citizen to be at the helm of the Bank of Canada, and that says a lot as far as his credibility is concerned. His own skills to navigate through these times of turmoil. But if you look at the conservative candidate, then we are seeing once again a surge of nationalism, a surge of Canada first that's taking place. So a lot of immigrants, migrant students who are staying there are also very closely watching these elections, because not just their future, but also the future of Canada that's at stake on this one day of polls. Back to you, Peter.
All right, Akshay, thank you so much for joining in with those details.